Hey everybody, it's Mr. Cinema Junkie here with day 3 of the STF Challenge, the 12 Days of Sodom, and today's country is Germany. When you think of sick, twisted films, man, Germany, you don't have very far to go when you think of Germany, when you get into Germany. They do have some very, very deep stuff there. My very first sick, twisted film from Germany was Violent Shit. The name says it all. I mean, they had stuff in there I had never seen before. I saw that in the early 90s, maybe like 91, 92, I guess. I'm not really sure. But it was pretty crazy stuff. And that's when I knew that Germany really had something to offer as far as gore and horror. I've seen 2 parts of that series. I haven't seen all 3. But yeah, that was my first intro into German STF. Then followed by a lot of Ittenbach movies, Olaf Ittenbach. But I'm not going to go with any of those today. No. Today I'm going to go with one that, for lack of a better term, it unnerved me. Not because of the subject matter, because the subject matter has always been fascinating to me. It really has. But the way they presented it in this movie put kind of a new dimension to it, and really made me think. And it was pretty outrageous. The movie I'm speaking of is 2005's Cannibal, based on a true story. Basically, a guy has these cannibalistic urges. He wants to eat a human being, and he actually puts an ad in the paper saying that he would like to try this, that it's something that he wants to do, looking for somebody willing to participate in this. And lo and behold, somebody answers. Personally, if I wanted to know what it was like to eat another person and be a cannibal, and I were to go so far as to advertise, I think I'd be too scared to answer anybody who replied, just because I'd think I was being set up somehow. But this guy answers, and sure enough, some guy shows up, and it's very gay, very torrid affair. It's 2 guys, and the movie leaves very little to the imagination. It's not just holding each other. It's not just kissing each other on the cheek. It gets pretty down and dirty in this movie. Which is fine. It really lends to a certain air of authenticity. One scene in particular, the guy who is willing to be eaten has the guy who wants to try being a cannibal, he has him copulating him orally. And they show it. It's very graphic. They show the penis in the mouth and everything else. And while he's doing that, he starts telling him to bite it, and he's like urging him to just chew it off. And the guy tries. There's a little blood trickling down while he's just like trying to bite into it, and then he loses his nerve. That part there was very uneasy for me. It really was. I was just kind of like, not so much that the guy was trying to eat it, which I guess in some books that would be unnerving enough. But the fact that the guy was sitting there letting him, I guess that's true masochism, to allow somebody to eat and bite and cut pieces of your body off and eat it. But the guy's really nervous. He doesn't get into it right away. And then I guess they get into the plan of like slipping him some drugs to relax him, because I guess when he's awake the guy can't really get into it. And it culminates into a very graphic butchering scene. And the guy sits having like breakfast and dining on his body parts. Like I said, the movie leaves very little in the imagination. I've seen a lot of cannibal movies. Like I said, the subject's very fascinating to me. But usually, it's always, you have this person and he kidnaps someone, or he puts, he goes on a date with this person and then knocks them out or kills them or something and eats their flesh and all this other stuff. It's never been like a It's never been a scenario where it was like a consenting between both parties. Like the one person wants to eat someone, and the other person's like, "Well, sure, you can eat me. Why not?" I mean, it's like what? So yeah, that one really did it for me. So that's the one I'm picking. 2005's Cannibal, right out of Germany. Hope you guys enjoyed that choice. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I'm not sure where you can get it at though. Don't know where it's available at. Sorry, I don't. But really check the descriptions though, because there's a few movies out there with the name Cannibal. I found that out, and there's one's real dumb as dirt, and another one is not so good. This is the real deal. This is the one you want to get. 2005's Cannibal, based on a true story. So check it out when you get the chance. And this was my selection for day 3 of the STF challenge, the 12 Days of Sodom. Country was Germany. And that's it for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow with day 4.